From the way your own body fights back against a tiny splinter to the secret design of a fast food spoon, our world is just absolutely packed with hidden logic and surprising designs. So let's dive in and uncover some of the brilliant, bizarre, and sometimes, well, dangerous systems that are hiding in plain sight.
And we're going to kick things off by looking inward. I'm talking about the incredible and often completely misunderstood intelligence that is built right into our own bodies. Some of these features are so common, you've probably never even stopped to ask why they exist.
For instance, this right here. You spend a little too long in the pool or maybe the tub, and boom, suddenly your fingertips look like they've aged about 60 years. So what is actually going on here? Now, most of us just assume our skin is getting waterlogged, like a sponge. But nope, that's not it at all. This is actually a deliberate, active response. Your nervous system is sending a signal to the blood vessels right under your skin, telling them to tighten up. And when they do, the skin just kind of folds over that smaller area, creating wrinkles.
But why? What's the point? Well, this is the genius part. Scientists call it the rain tread effect. Just like the grooves on a car tire, these wrinkles actually channel water away from your fingertips. It's a built-in evolutionary advantage. It gives you a much, much better grip on wet rocks or slippery branches. Pretty cool, right? It's a survival tool we all have.
Okay, so let's zoom out from that clever little trick to something on a scale that is truly mind-boggling. Because the intelligent design inside you isn't just about grip, it's also about infrastructure. Take a look at this number. 60,000 miles. That is the estimated length of all your veins, your arteries, and your capillaries if you were to somehow lay them all out in a single line. It's almost impossible to even comprehend. To try and put that into perspective for you, your own personal circulatory system, the one inside you right now, has enough length to wrap around the entire planet Earth. Not just once, but at least 2 times, maybe even 4. That is just a staggering feat of biological engineering. And this system isn't just vast, it's incredibly resilient. Your body is a master of defense and self-repair, sometimes in ways that are, let's be honest, a little gross, but so effective. Let's talk about something we've all had to deal with, a splinter. So, you get a splinter lodged too deep to pull out? Well, your body has a plan. First, it actually might let the area get a little infected. That inflammation leads to the formation of pus, which isn't just some gross waste product, it's a tool. See, the pus builds up pressure underneath that splinter, slowly, methodically pushing the foreign object up toward the surface, until eventually your body can just pop it right out. No tweezers required. Okay, so the body is a certified genius. But what about us? Let's shift gears from natural design to the world of human invention, where the logic can be just as hidden and sometimes a whole lot weirder. I guarantee you've seen this before and been totally confused. That thick, hollow, square spoon you get with a McFlurry. Come on, you've tried to use it as a straw, right? We all have, and we have all failed. So what on earth is it for? Well, the secret is, it's not designed for you, it's designed for them. To save on cleaning and time, the spoon was designed to double as the mixing spindle. The top of it hooks directly into the machine, which then whips up your ice cream using your spoon. It's a simple, really elegant solution to a workflow problem, just hidden inside a very strange shape. Now that's a great example of practical, modern ingenuity. But our ideas about how to solve problems, well, they weren't always so grounded. Let's take a little trip back in time, shall we? This is what people back in the 1880s imagined police officers of the future might use. Instead of a radio, how about a loud electric rattle on your helmet to call for help? For riot control, a personal backpack-mounted water cannon. And to subdue a suspect, you'd have electrified wires hidden in your sleeves for a hands-on shock. Some of these ideas aren't a million miles away from modern tools, but the execution is just wonderfully steampunk. And while we're talking about combat, let's bust a common myth. You see it in movies all the time. A hero in shining armor just shrugs off a bullet. The thing is, plate armor was engineered to do one thing really, really well: deflect the glancing blow of a sword or spread out the impact from a mace. It was never designed to stop a small, high-velocity projectile. Even a powerful arrow could get through it. So a modern bullet? Yeah, it would go through it like butter. But hidden logic isn't always quirky or harmless. And this brings us to our final section, where the design of modern systems can have severe and sometimes tragic consequences. These aren't just clever facts. They show what can happen when systems are exploited or just misunderstood. This is a practice known as swatting. In this case, a man, angry over an online video game, called the police with a completely fake hostage story, but he gave them the address of a total stranger. Now, the police emergency system is designed to respond with overwhelming force to a threat like that. When the innocent homeowner came to the door, totally confused by the chaos outside, a single mistaken movement was misinterpreted as a threat. An officer fired, and the man was killed. A life was lost because someone decided to exploit a system that's designed to save lives. And importantly, there was accountability. The man who made that fake call was found and ultimately sentenced to 2 decades in prison for his actions.
But serious dangers don't always come from malicious intent. Sometimes they come from something as seemingly harmless as our daily habits. And for one teenage girl, that danger was bubble tea.
So she had this habit of drinking her boba tea and just swallowing the chewy tapioca pearls whole instead of chewing them. The problem was her body couldn't digest them fast enough. So over time, they started to pile up and stick together inside her, causing a massive and painful intestinal blockage. When doctors finally took an x-ray, they found over 100 pearls just lodged inside her.
And for our final stop, we're looking at a hidden system in the wild world of extreme cosmetic surgery, one that sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
Yes, you are reading that correctly. For a procedure that can cost up to $100,000, fat is taken from a cadaver. It's then heavily processed to screen for diseases, and this is the crucial part, remove most of the original DNA. This purified fat is then injected into the patient. The hidden logic here is that with so little foreign DNA left, the recipient's body is tricked into thinking the tissue belongs there, allowing it to integrate without being rejected. So, from the treads on your fingers to the secrets in a surgeon's syringe, our world is just built on these layers of hidden logic. It really makes you wonder, what other incredible, strange, or ingenious systems are you walking past every single day without even noticing?